you're watching Silk Way TV channel. My name is Daurian Isagulov, and today we will be commentating on official visit of Prime Minister of Malaysia, Anwar Ibrahim, to Kazakhstan. We keep broadcasting live from our studio in Astana, and today I'm joined by political expert Gaziz Abishev. We will discuss current state and perspectives of bilateral relations between Kazakhstan and Malaysia further on. Gaziz, thank you very much for joining us. So, let us start. May I ask you this question? How do you think, what is the importance, what is the significance of the visit of Prime Minister of Malaysia to Kazakhstan for our bilateral relations?
Well, you know that there is the context that last week in the Moscow, President actually said to his colleagues, Eurasian colleagues like Mr. Putin, Lukashenko and others, that Eurasian Union needs to establish new relationship with the countries of global south, which means that we do understand why, because there is some sort of economical crisis in China and economical crisis in Turkey, Russia under a huge sanctions, so Kazakhstan needs some alternative trade routes and markets for its products. So, and among those alternative markets, we can name, for example, the Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, United Emirates, India, and also Malaysia, of course. So it's like the very active diversification of our trade routes is very important. Especially we know that Malaysia is a rich enough country to buy some stuff from us.
Let's talk about let's go in more into details about Malaysian interest in this. What role does Malaysia envision playing in Central Asian region, particularly in Kazakhstan, and how this would contribute to that vision? How this visit contribute to that vision?
Well, let's simplify. We do understand that Malaysia is not a world power, and I don't think that it envisions itself like, I mean, Britain or America, just international player. But we do understand that Malaysia is a producer of some electronical stuff, and it needs rare earth metals from Kazakh land. It's the same for Germany, for France, for America, for Russia, for China, and for Malaysia also, because Malaysia needs resources from Kazakhstan and also needs sub-products like semiconductors, conductors, resistors, etc., for its production of the chips and computers. So this is the main economic interest of Malaysia and Kazakhstan.
Let's talk about international cooperation. How do Kazakhstan and Malaysia collaborate in international organizations, and what mutual benefits have arisen from such cooperation?
Well, let's say that we are not the only organization that we're in at the same time is the United Nations. So we do respect the international law. We do respect the sovereignty of different countries and each other. So that's the main story of it. I don't think that Kazakhstan and Malaysia can, I mean, sign in some international treaty or something. It's just pure economic, mutual economic interest, nothing more, I suppose. But also, and of course, the experience of Malaysia as a East Asian tiger, which is able to, I mean, to produce some strong industry, electrical industry is very important. And also Malaysia is very tolerant country, meaning there are several official languages there and English among them. So.
You already mentioned that, but again, can we go more into details? What advantages does Kazakhstan have in partnership with Malaysia?
Well, first of all, as I said, well, you know that...
let me remind you, because we've got a signal from the president's, the residential Accorda. Here we can see the vehicles of Prime Minister of Malaysia. In a few minutes he will be met by the President of Kazakhstan. So, returning back to my question.
Many countries want to get an oil and gas from Kazakhstan, but I don't think that Malaysia does, because Malaysia itself is an oil producing country. So Malaysia wants rare earth metals and also wants Kazakhstan as a market for its products. So but I'm not sure that the trade between two countries is about what, $150 million. It's not much. So, but there is a huge space to improve this situation in the future, I think. As an ambassador of Kazakhstan to Malaysia said this year that the perspective is our goal is $500 million. Not much already, but still a good amount to grow to.
As we can see now, the Prime Minister of Malaysia has arrived to presidential residency, Akorda, and now he is greeted by the National Guard of Kazakhstan, and President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev already met him, and now we can see
Kazakh gas, Minister of Sport, Minister of newly appointed Minister of Civilization. I don't know who next is, some diplomat. This head of Astana Financial Center, and next guy, I don't know who he is.
Of course, the investment cooperation is a great importance for both of our countries. What is the situation in this field between our countries?
Well, we know that Kazakhstan now plays very surgical game, saying that if you want our rare earth metals, you can get it, but you need to invest some money into our economy. It's the same message to Germany and Malaysia, I suppose. So, meaning that, for example, if Malaysia is ready to invest and establish some production here in Kazakhstan, it would get some access to our raw materials. I think that's the game.
And now we just witnessed how the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, had a handshakes with delegation from Malaysia, officials from Malaysia. And I guess now it's time for the national anthems of both countries.
It's an official visit, isn't it? Not the highest level state visit.
It's an official visit of the
yes.
Prime Minister, yeah. Okay, the official welcoming ceremony for the visit of Prime Minister of Malaysia to Kazakhstan is almost over. So, Gaziz, may I ask you this question? Talking about Belt and Road Initiative, with evolving dynamics of the Belt and Road Initiative, how do Malaysia and Kazakhstan plan to position themselves? How do you think?
Well, honestly, I don't know. If we look at the map, Malaysia doesn't ally on this route. Probably Malaysia can send some goods to Vietnam and through China to Europe, but of course for Malaysia as a island nation, for Malaysia is much more efficient to send its goods to Europe through the Indian Ocean.
How do you think, could this visit lead to formal treaty or series of agreements that solidify political commitments between our countries?
Well, political, I'm not sure. Probably economical commitments, of course. Some bilateral economical relationship would be improved after this meeting, of course. For example, as I said previously, that Malaysia would get some access to rare earth materials and would be ready to invest some money to Kazakhstani economy.
Gaziz, thank you very much for your time and answers. Today I was joined by political expert Gaziz Abishev, who answered our questions regarding the agenda of the official visit of Prime Minister of Malaysia to Kazakhstan. We will be following the upcoming events and we'll share it with you. So stay tuned, watch Silkway TV channel. See you later.